Okay, you've all seen Active Neurons 2 and 3, but here we are on the first challenge of Active Neurons 1. You have to be very careful not to make any sudden movements. Careful. Yes, I did it!
What the heck?
Have a warm and safe winter season from Being Fine Gaming.
And this is our review of
Active Neurons 1.
I'd like to thank the publisher for providing me a review copy of the game prior to its release. It was developed by Nikolai Usanik,
Published by Sometimes You,
Sometimes me?
in cooperation with Usanik.
The game released on January 28th to the Xbox Series X for the price of $4.99. And welcome to Active Neurons 1!
Active Neurons 1? The first one? What the heck, Dad? I thought we already reviewed the third one. Why are we going back?
And that is a good question, Timmy. The game originally released on the Xbox back in April 2020 and currently sits with an 87% completion ratio on TA, which can be done in about an hour or two. Okay, cheap, quick, easy completion. Me like it. But that still doesn't quite explain as to why they would re-release it on the Series X. Why you do that?
Why you do that?
Well, maybe that's because it's got such a relaxing atmosphere. Are you ready for this? And it's really chill. Maybe you missed it. You need to understand that
It's really
with the new generation of console comes the opportunity to reach a whole new audience of new console owners, hungry for games designed to run on their new powerhouse. Not to mention the returning achievement hunters looking for that easy stack. Looking at you, Dwaggy. As odd as it seems to choose to release a 2-year-old game with little to no graphical enhancements, this is a trend you're gonna see a whole lot more in the coming years. Rumors have it that Red is gonna start recycling their catalog of titles on over to the Series X and S releases as stacks as well. And so it begins. Go ahead, start applying for another part-time job, or just sit back and watch your precious gamer score and be devalued.
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
Play the game.
Okay. Let's leave the politics behind and talk about the gameplay here. As my playthrough shows, the Active Neurons series is based around simple and eventually very complex logic puzzles. The game offers little in the way of bells and whistles. This simplistic gameplay lacks timers and enemy AI. Really, allows for much more of a slower-paced game, which encourages the player to think of multiple moves ahead, rather than just quickly react to your enemy movements. Many of my criticisms come from the lack of environmental or lack of atmosphere within the game. These issues have definitely been addressed in Active Neurons 2 and Active Neurons 3. They both had musical background effects that build the excitement and just a little bit more. If you don't remember these games, I think I may have something to remind you of my reviews.
It's really
Yeah, I reviewed both these games this last year. I'll put the links to those right up here. All 3 of the games are considered easy completions, as all 3 have in-game solutions at the touch of a button. Or if you want to cheapen the experience, like me, you could reach for a guide. There's a multitude of them over on TA. Overall, Active Neurons is a very basic game, which is listed at a very basic price. Nice! And even though it resembles a game that could have been emulated on a 90s Nokia phone, the game doesn't really need a 4K 20 ray tracing to be considered next gen. 'Tis what it 'tis, brother. And it's for those reasons we gave it 3 beans out of 5. Yeah, well, that wraps up that review right there. Here's some notes I took. Where I put the keys to the truck. So, we make these new review videos every week, so if you're an indie developer or there's something you want to see,
Stardew Valley!
besides Stardew Valley or Call of Duty? Let us know your thoughts and recommendations in the comments down below. Be sure to visit again next week
as we continue to take humorous stabs at some of the industry's new and upcoming titles.
In Puzzleland!
Stay safe out there. We'll see you next time on the Frog.